her in 12 years. So why would you even think for a minute that we're going to walk up to her and give her all kinds of hugs and kisses and everything after all the stuff that you have told us that she has said about our dad?
She did say it.
Okay.
Why does that make me saying don't talk to Tina? We told you what she said about your dad, period. That's what happened. That's what she said.
Cindy, over the years you have convinced us and convinced us and convinced us not to have anything to do with her, not to talk to her. She had a two-track mind. I mean, you have told us a lot of things about Tina. And so, no, you said, the only thing you've ever said, Dad, that I have heard, and Misty may be different because she lives down there, I don't know. But the only thing I've ever heard out of your mouth was Tina's an idiot. That's the only thing I've ever heard you say. Cindy has done the rest of the talking about her own daughter. And that's fine, because if Cindy doesn't believe her, that's fine, because she has her own opinion. But we were wanting to believe.
Oh, then you're a fucking idiot.
No, you're a fucking idiot. Cindy, you're the one that has brought all this on, wanting us to walk around eggshells just to have a relationship with our own father, and you try to control him and make him not even speak to his own kids. You make sure he doesn't even have anything to do with his own fucking grandkid. Cindy, you make his choices for him, just like coming to my wedding. Just because you didn't want to see Connie, you made sure that my father was not at my wedding, which is fine. It's done and it's past. But you controlled that. You made sure of that. And then you guys didn't even contact me to tell me that you weren't even coming to my wedding. You had to contact my sister to tell her that my dad wasn't coming to my wedding. Do you know that it's every girl's dream to have their father give them away at their wedding?
You know, that's between you and your dad.
That's fine, and that's what I was talking to my dad about, and then you chimed in.
Oh, well, yeah, because I heard my name about 50 times.
Well, because you are always trying to be the fucking victim. And then you make posts on Facebook, and then you go in there and you delete them like we're starting trouble with you?
I deleted it because I decided I wasn't going to play your silly games.
Why did you pick us?
Okay, so you went in, posted all the stuff, called us bitches, that we are my dad's children. I mean, as much as you don't want to believe that, but we are my dad's children. And you would be highly pissed if my dad went in there and started calling Corey and Tina bitches and whatever you want to call Corey or whatever you want to say. If he wanted to say about Corey, you would be highly pissed because that is your children.
He doesn't act that way. Yeah, I would, because he never acted that way. But you know why I use the word bitches? Because you and Tina said you're tough bitches. That's where that came from.
And Tina and Cindy, if you want to call Tina personally right now, you can. That comment wasn't even about Tina. That comment was about Ryan pissing her off, and someone else had pissed her off that day. And so we were going back and forth just joking about it, and then all of a sudden Laverne chimes in, and then you chime in, and then Daylin chimes in, which is a 14-year-old granddaughter.
Tina told Daylin that your dad raped her. That's not my mouth. That is your sister's mouth telling her that her grandpa raped her. She had a granddaughter-grandpa relationship, and then her mom said, don't go around and he raped me. Now, how did I cause that?
Well, according to Daylin, she says she has heard everything from you. And whether that's true or not, I'm not even really in that situation.
Well, I don't get it either. I mean, if that's, David wants something to do with it, that's fine. She's down with that's fine. But, you know, Tina's thinking about parties, and that's it. That's what she's going to. You know.
She named your dad by name on Facebook and said he was a child abuser, and then you go in and say, don't worry about it, Tina, and what the other people say about you. I'm your family. I love you.
That was after you went on there and you called us bitches, and I didn't say anything about you. And then you called my cell phone and you said, Mandy, this is Ron, like you're not even my father.
The part I care about is what you actually think. I mean, Tina's pushing about far she's going to. I know where Austin is, and that's her concern now. But I'm tired of that.
Okay, but I understand what you're saying, Dad, about that. And I understand that maybe you're concerned or think about what your kids think about it, because all of us have never believed it, but we didn't talk to her because you guys didn't have a relationship with her. And in order to have a relationship with you, we've always had to walk on eggshells around Cindy. I mean, I don't know how many emails that I have sent you, how many emails I have sent Cindy. You guys never reached back to us at all. Misty had sent you an email reaching out to you, telling you her true feelings. And as a parent, you would think that you guys would reach back to us or either talk to us or answer your phones or text messages or something.
Call and talk to her. But don't talk to her about us.
I didn't talk to her about you.
It only happened when Cindy moved.
It all started when Cindy made her comment. I never talked to her about you. I told her the reason why I didn't have anything to do with her for 12 years, because she asked me, why didn't you have anything to do with me for 12 years? I answered her question about what I was told and never told her, I believe you, Tina. I believe it happened. Never once said that to her at all. And I never will. Because you are my father, whether other people want to believe that you're my father or you're not my father or whatever, you'll always be my dad. I will always love you. And I mean, I can't control what Cindy says. Cindy's the one that chimed in and started it today. And so then I just responded back to what Cindy had put.
You don't get the point at all. Why call you?
I do get the point. You want to know if I believe her.
Right.
And I'm telling you, I have nothing to do with that. And I already told you, I don't want to believe it because you are my father.
Good.
And if I believed it, then I wouldn't have probably quit talking to Tina for 12 years. I would just went on about my damn business, and I would have still had something to do with Tina.
All this other crap.
Huh?
I want to make sure. I didn't want you to believe that, but it's not true.
Instead of telling Tina, though, that I didn't talk to you for 12 years because your mom told us not to, you should have said I didn't talk to you for 12 years because you accused my dad of raping you.
I didn't use the word rape because I've never heard the word rape. I used the word molested.
Well, look,
Tina's never said that.
And Tina has... I'm sorry?
That's what Tina's word was to Dana. Go ahead and talk to her. You'll find out what I'm going to see that you talk to her a little bit. Let her show you what her own self.
Tina never said that. They say that about all of y'all.
Tina's... I guess I'm confused what you're talking about.
You ain't no business come talk to you about that crap anyway. I don't know what Tina's doing now.
No. Tina asked me whenever we got in contact, she wanted to know why I have not talked to her in 12 years. So I told her, because you accused my father of molesting you. And for someone to do that, you would not want... It would be the same thing with Cindy and her father, because her father's still alive today. If someone accused Dick of that or whatever, I guarantee you Cindy wouldn't talk to them. And that is the true reason why I have not talked to Tina in 12 years, is because she was accusing you of that. Now, over the years...
Tell her, don't pull all this other stuff, what our problems are. Tell her why you didn't.
That is why I didn't, because she accused you of molesting her, and I told her that.
Okay. But that's not what you told her on Facebook.
No, you said that your mom said you're a stupid idiot, and let's see, I got it all right here.
Say no about it.
And I know, I said that's not what you told her. That is not the words you used. I guarantee, or Tina would not be talking to you.
Cindy's always stern.
If you said I didn't talk to you because you said my dad molested you, she would not be talking to you.
You should have hung up on him, actually.
Tina told me, and she told Misty, because Misty's talking to her too. She told us on the phone, she said, I can see your point of view, because if I was told that about my father, I would have a hard time talking to that person either. And she said, I can see your point of view of why you quit talking to me. And I said, it is because that's what I was told. And it was hard to swallow because you are my father.
Then why was all the crap brought in that because your mom talked about you for 12 years and all that crap? What does that have to do with anything? I was defending your dad, you guys. Is all I did.
Well, by calling us bitches?
I'm talking about the last 12 years when you said all I did was talk about Tina and call her bad stuff. All I ever did was defend your dad, you guys.
So why would you turn around in January then and tell Tina you believed her?
I just told you I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I don't know. That's between you and her.
That's what I said.
She's lying on her life, Mandy.
That's what they say about all of y'all.
Cindy would have told her that. Cindy wouldn't be here today.
I mean, that's what Cindy told me today in my message, that everything comes out of my mouth's lie. And so, I mean, I don't know what Cindy's talking about that, but I mean, I would not say nothing that I wouldn't say to you. So I'm not really sure why you're saying that I'm lying about stuff.
Listen to what you said to Tina about me, that I made up stuff for the last 12 years. and
You
told
have
her
talked,
to
Cindy,
put
you
her
have,
down and all that.
you have talked so much crap about Tina over the last 12 years. And when, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but whenever you do talk about Tina, when I used to be allowed to be around you, then I would never say anything back to you. I never commented back to you. The only time I commented to you is when that other girl, I can't remember her freaking name, but Jeremy's wife or Jason's wife, when they brought me into the situation. And I know that is not true about what they had said. But then that's when I first told you that I would never speak to Tina again. And then you started in with, you're a real Christian, blah, 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 blah.
So you're upset with me because I defended your dad for all these years.
No. Whenever me and you had problems started over a year ago, Cindy. You haven't spoke to me in a year. You have had me blocked from Facebook, so which is fine. I don't see yours.
Randy,
What? I have never blocked you. You have me blocked, and you apparently, my dad said he didn't do it, so you apparently went into my dad's and blocked my dad's from his own children. It's where we can't even send my dad a message if we wanted to.
Jealous.
Yeah, go, Dad, if you'll go underneath the private settings and you'll go down to the very bottom, look at block people, and I guarantee you're going to see my name on there.
Whenever you missed them, put us off yours, that's what happened.
you and Missy blocked us.
No, I
You're blocked.
I blocked Cindy, but I have never blocked my dad because I have always told myself if my father wants to reach out to me, then he will. But he never did. I don't know why, but he never did. But my dad has never been blocked for mine. I could go in there and pull it up right now and try to pull my dad up, and I don't even find the wrong Canida except for it's not my dad. It's a different man. But I can't even pull my dad up because he's blocked. So, Cindy, are you saying you never blocked my dad from mine?
I'm not saying I did or didn't. I don't do your dad's account. I've got my own account. Yes, I did block you from mine.
Okay.
You guys blocked me, so I blocked you.
No.
Either.
My dad sat there a while ago on the phone and said he doesn't even know how to do that stuff on Facebook.
He doesn't know how to do a lot of stuff. He gets on there and he plays around and he pushes buttons.
So it just automatically blocks me as his child?
If you're blocked, I don't have to you took me over yours, that's all I know.
Whenever
You
April,
didn't take your dad off your account?
do what?
You didn't take your dad off yours? You and Mandy and Steve didn't take him off yours?
He's not.
I did.
Yeah, we took everybody off, but I never blocked anybody until you started talking crap. You and Grandma back and forth, then Vicky started chiming in, then I did block you. But I have never blocked Ron Canida or my dad from my Facebook. And I can try to pull him up on mine.
Because all of a sudden you disappeared on all of them.
Okay,
I
on,
didn't come in and all that crap. I just wanted to let you know that I hope you don't believe the crap Tina's telling you. And as far as David,
Leave her alone.
you know, you don't have, Tina ain't supposed to have what's wrong with that girl. So,
Same thing they said about y'all.
the therapy, and she probably told you stuff about why she's going to therapy.
so I guess what's kind of confusing me, I mean, why now do we want to have a conversation about this? I mean, we've been in this situation for 12 years.
I don't want to have a conversation about it.
I want to have a conversation
Cindy, you have talked shit about her over and over and over, and that is between you and Tina. If you want to say whatever you want to say it. I don't care.
Don't repeat what I said. What I said was stuff that she had said about your dad. Yeah, I was mad at her. Of course I'm mad at her. She accused your dad of molesting her.
Yeah, so I did quit talking to her because she accused my dad of molesting her. I mean, who wouldn't? And Tina is fully aware of that. I mean, I have had the conversation with Tina already about she has to see where I'm coming from as your daughter, because who would want anybody accusing their father of molesting them? I know my mother grew up as a molested child. I know what she went through. I've seen what she went through, and that's probably truly today that's probably why she's not here with us. But I have a hard time with Cindy over the years, and I know that's the reason why Cindy probably quit talking to me, because I told her an email kind of how I felt about her talking crap about my mom over the years. And I mean, nobody ever responded back to any of us for, it's been over a year and a half. And your little dad, whenever you aren't around, you can verify it with Misty and Steve. You can verify it with whoever you want. But the last time was whenever she was talking about Vicky moving from her apartment, and her carpet wasn't just right. They took $3,000 out of her account. Cindy looked straight at me and says, "Oh, I remember someone doing that to us." Well, the Attorney General did all that crap. I don't even know all that because I was a kid and my mom did not bring me into all that.
If I still remember someone doing that to us, how do you know who I was even talking about?
God, you make the reference all the time about my mother, Cindy. And now that I'm a grown adult, I don't want to hear it. Huh?
Who cares?
Yeah, it don't really matter. I mean, it was 20 years ago. But as an adult, I don't want to hear Cindy making comments about my mom. I mean, if she's got something to say about her, she can say it to herself. I mean, she wouldn't want me to say it about her. I know. Well, I have been upfront with you, but I mean, Cindy has pretty much cut you out of our lives for the last year and a half. I mean, so you made a decision not to talk to us? Why did you make it? Why did you make a decision not to talk to your own children? Talk to me, Misty, or Steve. Misty lives right there in Dallas with y'all. Started what crap?
Before the kids are
I told you to stop saying all that crap. If you want to start writing all that crap, I told you to quit.
Okay, so Cindy can go in there and she can write whatever, but we're supposed to just bow down to her so we can have a relationship with you. That's how it's been all of our life. We have always had to reach out to you guys. As far as calling you over the years, we've always had to reach out to you. As far as seeing you, we've always had to reach out to you. I mean, no, I'm not missing the point, Dad. These are just things that we've never got to talk to you about. And as a father, you should be concerned with what your children feel.
What do you think I'm going to phone you for, Mandy?
I know. That's why I'm trying to talk to you about it.
Okay, but you're going off on a wild left hand field. You missed the whole point of my call.
Why can't it be about you?
Well, you asked me the point of why you're calling me if I believe Tina, and I already told you that I don't want to believe Tina on that because you are my father and I love you.
You do, you don't. That means you don't want to believe her. You know what I mean? That's you know.
Yeah, you're saying I don't want to believe her. That's not saying I don't believe her.
So, Cindy,
Cindy, this is what you mean by that.
Since y'all are involved until Cindy
You're talking about Cindy. You don't have to. You don't do something. Talk about whoever. Talk about
we
anything.
haven't talked about
we haven't talked about y'all. We have not been talking about y'all.
Maybe I read that you grabbed your own Facebook
Hey, David told me.
All that didn't happen until Cindy started calling us bitches.
Did David contact you? Did David text you or did David call you? She texted you, didn't she, or emailed you, didn't she?
She emailed me, yeah.
Okay. Now listen. That's your little Miss Tina. She'll get over there with David and tell her exactly what to put on there, exactly what to say, or she'll get for her. She doesn't see me the same way. It makes me think it's David. That's your little Miss Tina.
Well,
I'm just telling you what's going on, man. I know her better than you do.
She chimed in.
So now the kids and the grandchild are missing.
She's not, like Tina probably told y'all the things she's going to therapy for, but she's not just because Tina told her she was raped. That's not why she went to therapy.
well, according to what Dalen had sent me, and I'm going to be honest with you, according to what she had sent me today, was that her grandma, and she put in parentheses, Tina's mom, so I know it has to be Cindy. So, and she put it in parentheses about what her grandma has been saying about her mother, and she doesn't want to be sucked into it, but she's already into it.
That's Tina talking to you. I mean, Tina, I'm telling you.
Why would she even talk to you about it? It doesn't even make any sense.
Because Tina told her that we were back in touch with her.
But Dalen doesn't even know you. Dalen's not like that. Dalen's a very private girl. Does not talk to people.
Hey, Tina, Cindy had a hard time with you when you first started doing that until she realized what Tina's doing to her.
Until I saw Dalen and showed her the stuff that she sent me and said,
And Dalen did good.
told me she never saw that stuff.
So,
What did you Miss Tina? I know her better than you do.
Don't talk trash about me to Dalen. Dalen's having enough problems.
Dalen's the one that talked trash about you to me, Cindy. I never said one bad thing about you to her because I truly do not believe that anyone should drag a 14-year-old into a situation like this.
The trash you're saying, that's Tina talking. She's making things, Dalen.
Keep telling me.
Dalen's not doing that.
Tina's at work today, and I started getting these messages during the day.
She owns the business. You don't think
She
she's
don't
got
stay
legs
down.
up?
She don't stay down there.
Say you're good, Cindy.
That business ain't gonna last 6 months. You don't open up a business and meet the country? Come on. You don't screw every damn phone you're in your mind. You just back on the money. You know, I said that, not Cindy. I know.
Say you're a good liar,
I know
Cindy.
all her deals.
You're good.
Well,
I mean, you're not, why she don't go to Vegas sometimes? She's had an incident there too.
So why are you calling me and why are you talking to me now over this, but you can't talk to
Well-
me separately?
I mean, we haven't really talked about this. Like in the 12 years we've been told what happened or whatever. And then today when Cindy chimed in and she started calling us bitches and everything, and Cindy doesn't even know the conversations that me and Tina has had. The first initial conversation, that's when Tina asked me, why haven't you talked to me in 12 years? Because we talked on the phone. And I told her because it's hard to swallow whenever someone is saying that about your father, and I don't want to believe it, and I don't believe it. So that's the reason why I've cut you out of my life. And she said she completely understood where I was coming from and all that good stuff. But then all of a sudden today, I don't know where Cindy started coming out with, started calling us bitches and everything on Facebook, which I don't think you as a father should want your wife to talk down to your children like that. I mean, you don't. No. Tina made the bitch conversation about her. It was nothing to do with me. It was nothing to do with Cindy. Nothing to do with Laverne. And then Laverne started chiming in, talking about me. And then Cindy started chiming in. And then that's when Cindy started addressing me. She addressed me, hi, Mandy. And so I know she's talking to me. Okay. Well, let me look at it again. I mean, that's fine, but Dad, I mean, do you feel comfortable with your wife calling your kids bitches and you know, where you don't, and making it to where you don't even get to talk to your own children?
Sure, you're doing that, man. It's not her.
I have,
All three of these kids.
okay, so you have 5 kids total. 2 of Cindy's, 3 of yours, 4 out of the 5. We're all liars. We're all bitches. We're all whatever Cindy wants to say we are.
When you go, but you're talking about yourself again.
No,
You're doing that.
no, I'm stating it. Do you talk to Steve, Dad? Do you talk to Misty? I talked to you last 2 weeks because of my medical issues.
I've had a bunch of times to talk to Steve. Steve won't talk to me, so that's his decision too, just like you.
Call him one time a year on his birthday. Is that a dad?
Okay,
Your dad, man, he
Listen,
I mean, according to Steve, and this may not be true, but according to Steve, the only time he ever hears from you is you call him and you tell him happy birthday.
does not return the call.
because that's
Because
the only time you call him.
he got tired of you only calling 1 time a year. I mean, is there a reason for that, or are y'all just so busy you can't have any of this in your life, or?
Now, let's Misty have a good call. We go weeks at a time, but Misty wasn't mad at us. Never talked to her. It's not because it's mad at her. That's her. We don't call people every day.
Yes.
And Misty, we'd laugh and say, you know, we'll go a month and not talk, and then we'll see each other every day for a week. Misty agreed with that. That's just the way. That's the way it is.
I don't call her, but I don't call
Yeah.
her every day.
I'm not asking you to call every day, Dad, but when you go a year and a half without talking to your children, don't you think there's something wrong?
Yeah, I've been married for a year. Where's you coming up with a year and a half?
It's October.
I haven't talked to y'all since April. Y'all told Misty about not coming to my party, or my wedding.
September.
We said plenty over Facebook. We said plenty.
Not here.
And you've said plenty over Facebook.
I didn't answer all that stuff.
I didn't call her, talk, whatever.
That's fine. I mean, if y'all don't want to face why we are not talking, then I guess we'll never talk. But I don't really think that's a true parent. I mean,
You're not a parent, so I guess you don't know, do you?
well, look at you, Cindy, and talking shit about your kid. I guess you're not a true parent either, are you?
All I said was the truth. What Tina did to your dad.
Okay, well, what you're saying about me and the things that you have, I don't know if you put them in my dad's head or what you've done, but for my dad not to have anything to do with any of the 3 of his children are all different. And he doesn't have anything to do with his blood grandchild, Gracie. I mean, if you was, I don't know, say Corey has his own kids, because he does, and if Cindy didn't have a damn thing to do with them, that would hurt Corey's feelings. Do you not think?
You know what? How many times have you come to Dallas and never called us? How many times have you come
When-
to
They
Dallas
come to
and have
the
time
kids
to see
never
us?
saw us.
How many
Stayed
times do
at
we go to
Charles's.
Amarillo and not see you? Never.
Uh,
Not once.
Okay, when we were little, Cindy, that's not true.
His name.
Because you guys came to Amarillo a lot of times, and Joyce and Charles and Nadine would tell us that shit.
Mom would lie to you about that.
No, that came out of your own family's mouth.
No, that came out of your brothers and sisters' mouths, Dad, and that is no lie.
I guess they're just all liars.
I said that came out of Charles, Nadine, and Joyce's mouths.
They come to Memphis.
That y'all would go to Memphis and y'all would see Joyce whenever we were little. But anyways, that's when we were little. But yes, recently, whenever we come to Dallas, we can't contact you because you don't talk to us. So, I mean, it's hard to contact somebody and go see somebody at their house if they're not having anything to do with you.
How many times have you come down here and seen us?
I know, I'm just saying, I mean, I want to know myself why my own father doesn't want to talk to me or have anything to do with me.
No.
No, Cindy started shit with me.
He's been that way with y'all since y'all were little.
It's not this
It's
way.
been pretty much like this all of our lives, I guess. I mean,
Well, if that's fine with you, then.
if it's fine with you to not ever have your kids in your life, I don't, and yeah, I'm not a parent, but I've seen parents.
going
know
back
for
30
a
years?
fact
Is that
you're
what you're
into
going back? You say I won't go back no 12 years, but now you're going back 30 years?
No, I'm just saying, Cindy.
Say, Cindy, mind your own business.
Now it's my mom's fault. Now it's my mom's fault.
So it's not her, it's mom's fault. She lied. So your family tries that her mother didn't do that.
Well, I just want to know why my father can't have anything to do with any of us, but yet y'all can have something to do with Corey. And Cindy does have something to do with Tina, whether she wants to admit it or not. She does,
And that's fine.
and that's fine. Yeah, in January. She was staying in Tina's house.
I'm down there because David was in the hospital.
Yeah, I know about that.
Well, then what's wrong with me going to see David when she was...
Nothing's wrong with it. I'm just saying.
What's wrong with them coming to see Gracie?
I mean,
You know why she's in it?
Yes.
yeah,
Why?
same reason what you know, Cindy. I mean, we don't all have to get into it. She was cutting her wrist.
Tell me why she's in there. I want to know what she told you. Why did
Did Tina lie to you or not? Tell me why.
Mind your own.
No, she didn't lie to me. She told me that she was cutting her wrist. And so she was
She's arrested. She's
cutting herself. So she was reaching out to her mother, hoping that her mother would come down there and see her. So Tina said she did, which is great. And then they had the conversation about you. And then Cindy told her that she believed her
in front of the counselor.
in front of the counselor just to pacify her.
The counselor.
You what?
Cindy never went to no counselor down there.
Yeah, she may be telling you that, but she
Hmm.
That's Cindy's word against her.
I mean, that's Cindy's word against Tina's. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter because that doesn't have anything to do with me. I mean, to do with me is why I just want to know myself as an adult why my own father doesn't want anything to do with me, doesn't want anything to do with my brother, my sister, or your granddaughter.
That was your choice, man.
No, I emailed you and reached out to you about my life and some things that were going on, and I never heard a word back from you. Whether you got to read the emails or not, I don't know.
Okay, never mind. Alright. I just,
Turn back.
tell
you want to have something to do, have something to do with it. I just, was concerned about what you believe and what you wouldn't.
So we go back
Alright,
down the road.
I'll talk to you later on.